Hello everyone, welcome back to ClusterVR. I reposted a couple of weeks ago a movie how you can upload some worlds with Unity to Cluster. The movie is made by Cluster and I reposted the movie on my channel so that people know how they can make some beautiful world in Unity and how you can upload the worlds to Cluster. Come and let me see how you can make some beautiful worlds and how you can upload your worlds to Cluster.
Hello everyone! This series of videos takes you through the basics of world creation on the metaverse platform Cluster. In this first video, we'll cover what you need to prepare to upload a world. This is the agenda for today. The first one, install Unity Hub. The second, set up Unity. The third, set up Cluster Creator Kit. The fourth, familiarize yourself with Unity basics. The fifth, upload your world. First, we'll start by installing the Unity Hub. In the video descriptions, we've included a link to download Unity Hub. Click on the URL to open the page. Cluster only supports the Windows and Mac versions. If you're on a Windows, download Unity Hub for Windows, and if you are on a Mac, download Unity Hub for Mac. Unity Hub is a tool to manage Unity versions. After downloading, run the exe file and proceed with the installation. When the installation is complete, an Install Unity Editor pop-up will appear. Skip this by clicking Skip Installation on the bottom right. Next, on to setting up Unity. Click on the Install Editor located on the top right of the Unity Hub screen. Then, click on Download Archive from the Archive tab. Your browser should open, so click on the Unity 2021.x tab and scroll to Unity 2021.3.4. Click on Unity Hub to open Unity Hub. The Add Modules tab will pop up. For Windows users, tick the boxes for Android build support, iOS build support, Mac build support, mono. For Mac users, tick the boxes for Android build support, iOS build support, Windows build support. Agree to the terms of service and install. Now, on to setting up the Cluster Creator Kit. Download the Cluster Creator Kit project from the URL in the video description. After moving to the URL, download the zip file from Download Start. Open the downloaded sample project file. Please relocate the file to an accessible location like the C drive. Open the Unity Hub. Click Add Project from Disk from Open on the top right, then select and add the whole folder. Click and open the sample project, now added onto the Unity Hub. From the project window, click Assets, Tutorial Common, Scenes, and Sample. A small room should appear. By moving your mouse while right-clicking, you are able to move your point of view. By pressing WASD while right-clicking, you are able to move. W key to move forward, A key to move left, S key to move backwards, D key to move right. You are also able to elevate by pressing the E key and descend with the Q key. Now, let's place a cube. Right-click on the hierarchy window located on the left side of the Unity screen. From there, click 3D Object and Cube. A cube will appear onto your screen. Now, let's try moving the cube. With the guide on movement provided earlier, move closer to the cube. 3 arrows are now being displayed from the cube. By clicking and dragging the arrow sign, you will be able to move the cube. Move this cube around the room. If the arrows are not displayed, from the vertically long toolbar on the top left side, click the second from the top icon, Move Tool. By doing so, you can move the object by holding the arrow sign. To rotate the item, click the third icon in the toolbar, Rotate Tool. The arrows should change to 3 circles. By clicking and dragging one of the circles, you can rotate the object. Clicking an area that is not the red, blue, or green line will let you freely rotate the object. Lastly, let's change the size of the cube. Click the fourth icon on the toolbar, Scale Tool. 3 bars with a cube at the end will be displayed. Like the others, click and drag to elongate the cube in one direction. Click and drag the white cube in the middle to increase or decrease the size of the cube in all directions. To undo an action, press Ctrl and Z for Windows, and press Command and Z for Mac. To redo an action, press Ctrl and Y for Windows, and press Command and Y for Mac. You can actually upload a world from here. Lastly, on to uploading your world. We'll be uploading the world onto Cluster from Unity. Click on the cluster at the top of your Unity screen. Then, click on the item outlined in red. For those uploading a world for the first time, click on the item outlined in red. Click on the item outlined in red if you have uploaded a world before. Those who have never uploaded a world or forgot their access token must issue one. From the profile menu of the Cluster webpage, click Access Token, then click Create Token below Creator Kit Token. Copy the alphanumeric string and paste it into the box outlined in red. Add a thumbnail to your world by clicking on the item outlined in red. Next, change New World and fill in a world name of your choice. In the box outlined in red, you can add a world description. Lastly, head over to the Cluster website. If your world is displayed in the world page from My Contents, the upload was successful. Your world will not be publicly available until you click Publish.
Hello everyone! This is a tutorial video that will take you through world creation on the metaverse platform Cluster. This time, we will be going over how to download 3D models from the Unity Asset Store and place them into Cluster. This is today's agenda. First, we will download the sample project. Then, we'll learn how to use the Unity Asset Store. And lastly, we'll place the 3D models in Cluster. First, let's begin by installing the sample project. From the Cluster Creator Kit URL in the descriptions, download the project. Download the zip file by clicking on Download Start after moving to the URL. Open the sample project you just downloaded. Please relocate the file to an accessible location, like the C drive. Next, open Unity Hub. Click Open, then Grab Project from Disk, and select the unzipped folder. Open the sample project now added onto Unity Hub. From the project window, select Assets, Tutorial Common, Scenes, then Sample. If done correctly, you'll be displayed in a small room. Next, onto the use of the Unity Asset Store. The Unity Asset Store is the official online Unity store where assets such as 3D models are sold. By using these assets, the creative process can become much easier. The store provides various 3D models and useful tools, free and paid. Today, we'll be using assets from this store to place into the room. To get into the Unity Asset Store, first select Window. An item titled Asset Store should appear, so please left-click to select it. By clicking on the Search Online button on the Asset Store page, you'll be moved to the Unity Asset Store website. Once onto the website, you'll see a humanoid icon on the top right of your screen. From here, log into Unity. Those who have an account, click on Sign In. If you don't have an account, click on Create a Unity account to log in. Those who have already signed in should have an icon that is not the humanoid icon. Once you have logged in, click on Search for Assets next to the magnifying glass to enter the asset you are looking for. Let's find an asset to use for today. First, type in Table and Chair Sets to search for assets that match this criteria. You can type table and chair for similar results. There is no need to type what is written word for word. Many different search results will appear with just table and chair. For more specific results, click on the Pricing tab on the right-hand side of the page and put a tick next to free assets. Now, you'll only be shown free assets. If pricing does not appear, try using your web browser in full screen. Find 3D game asset, table and chair sets from the list and click Add to my assets once you find it. Go through the terms of service and click Accept. Now, let's go through the same steps and find another asset. Find an asset named Big Furniture Pack and click on Add to my assets. Again, go through the term of service and click Accept. We need one more asset. Type in picture frames with photos and click Add to my assets. Read the terms of service and click Accept. When you click on Add to my assets, a tab should appear at the top of the page. Click Open in Unity. If the tab has disappeared, from the top right account icon, click on My Asset. The package manager should open up on Unity once you select Open in Unity. The added assets should be displayed in your library. Select each asset one by one and click Download at the bottom right. Please log into Unity if a sign-in pop-up appears when the package manager opens up. The download button will change to an import button, so click on that to get an Import Unity package window to come up. Once checking all items have ticks, click on Import. Go through the steps with the other assets to import them. Now, on to placing the 3D models. Let's place the assets we just downloaded. From Project, select the Big Furniture Pack. Click on the triangle on the left-hand side to show the files in the folder. Click on Prefabs to find beds and tables inside. Let's first try and place the bed. There are 3 variations of beds when you select the bed file. Choose the bed you would like to place. Right-click and drag and drop it to place it onto Unity. You can check what you have placed by looking at Hierarchy. Next, let's try moving the bed. Use the Move tool to move the bed to the wall. Now, on to rotating the bed. Use the Rotate tool to move the bed to the best fit in the room. Let's go on to placing the table and chair sets asset. Like before, click on Prefabs from Table and Chairs to find tables and chairs. Find a chair you would like to place and place it next to the bed. You might feel the chair is too big when it's placed next to the bed. Let's adjust the size of the chair. Click on the chair and select the Scale tool. After, click on the square icon below Scene two buttons, Center and Pivot, should appear. Select Pivot. Left-click on the white cube in the center and drag. You should be able to adjust the size by dragging it. You can change the size while having it stuck on the floor. Finally, click 3D FRK and open Frames with Pictures. Open Prefabs and choose any of the 10 prefabs and drag and drop it. This is the picture frame. Right now, the frame is perpendicular to the wall, so let's use the Rotate tool to change this. A tip for rotating items is holding the Control key to rotate things 15 degrees at a time. By doing so, you can flawlessly rotate the frame 90 degrees. After that, just use the Move tool to place it onto the wall. Try using other assets to customize your room. And that's it. Feel free to try out different assets and place them around your world.